presented by Microsoft Surface. And now let's send it to Lou Holder with a very special guest standing by with today's Redskins Halftime Report presented by Xbox.
Yes, special indeed. No one has kicked a football better in a Washington Redskins uniform than this man right here. The league MVP in 1982, Mark Mosley, is joining us. Thanks so much for coming by. Meaningful football in November and December, something that teams that you were involved with were part of all the time. What's it like from a fan's perspective to watch this Washington Redskins team this year playing meaningful football in November and December?
Well, I think all you have to do is be here at the stadium today, and you can see the difference. The fans are really into this game. It's a great game. They're having fun with it, and I think that translates down on the field to the players, and they hear that and they know it. That's the way it used to be in the old days, and that's what the fans are, the ones that give you the motivation and the excitement to go out there and play hard and win, and even in the last quarter.
Mark, the kicking game in the NFL, your thoughts on what the kicking game is now in the NFL, and who are some of your favorite kickers out there?
Well, right now my favorite kicker is our kicker here. Hopkins is doing a very good job for us. I'm very proud of him. He's doing a great job, and I think he's going to be a real asset to this team over the years. The game has changed, the kicking game especially. You know, they've taken the kickoffs kind of out of the game right now, even though they've had a couple in the last week. We had one ourselves here a couple of weeks ago, and you know, I think it takes some of the excitement out. But special teams are, it's the hidden part of the game that a lot of teams don't really emphasize, and those that don't are the ones that don't win. And I think our team now is really starting to put the time in with it. You can see the difference this year over the last couple of years in special teams, and I'm excited to see where they're going with it.
All right, Mark Mosley. No one has done it better than Mark Mosley, and he's got the best hair in Redskins history. Halftime is continuing now with the punt, pass, and kick competition as part of the Play 60 campaign by the NFL. Mr. Kessler, the floor is yours.
That time of the year when local boys and girls ages 6 through 15 take the field to demonstrate their football skills as the Washington Redskins host their championship round of the 2015 NFL Punt, Pass, and Kick program. Today, you'll see 40 kids representing the best of the best. Please join me in welcoming the finalists in this year's Washington Redskins NFL Punt, Pass, and Kick Team Championship. Starting off with the 6 and 7-year-old girls, Victoria Clark and Bridget Charleston. Next up, we have Jenna Wilkes and Madison Plew. Starting off the 6 and 7-year-old boys, John Lohr and Derek Robbins Jr. Next up, Alex Richardson from Stafford, Virginia, and Brian Nottingham from Dublin, Virginia. Starting off the 8 and 9-year-old girls, Suki Amave and Lauren DeFilippis. Next up, we have Caden Camper. Starting off the 8 and 9-year-old boys, Chase Kibble and Clayton Irvin. Next up, we have Karan Clark and Aiden Barr. Starting off the 10 and 11-year-old girls, Lillian Telecone and Shelby Fiddler. Next up, we have Maddie Stubblefield and Marin Pulowski. Our first 10 and 11-year-old boys, Robert Wisecarver and Kendall Howard. Next up, Cortland Simmons and Braden Barr. Starting off the 12 and 13-year-old girls, Marissa Cuno and Savannah Doss. Next up, Jessica Wilfong and Alexandra Raintham. Leading the 12 and 13-year-old boys, Ty Ruley and Delnicio Merrill. Next up, we have Holt Egan and Amari Thomas. Moving on to the 14 and 15-year-old girls, Michaela Kunau and Madison Nazar. Next up, we have Haley Irvine and Aylin Balyard. Starting off the 14 and 15-year-old boys, Avery Close and Gerald Kiley. Next up, we have Connor Maloney and Orlando Healy Barlow. Let's give all of our competitors a hand for their participation in the NFL punt, pass, and kick competition. A great way to keep healthy and active as part of NFL Play 60. And now, we'd like to announce the winners of today's NFL Punt, Pass, and Kick Team Championship. The 6 and 7-year-old winners are Jenna Wilkes and Brian Nottingham. 8 and 9-year-old winners, Caden Camper and Chase Kibble. In the 10 and 11 age group, Maddie Stubblefield and Cortland Simmons. The 12 and 13-year-old winners, Alexandra Rampton and Amari Thomas. And finally, the 14 and 15-year-old winners, Michaela Kunau and Gerald Kiley. Let's give our punt, pass, and kick team champions another round of applause.
Hi, Redskins fans. I'm Niman Shah from Janssen Pharmaceuticals. We're proud to team up with the American Diabetes Association to help tackle diabetes.
I'm Cindy Halberlin from the American Diabetes Association. Diabetes is a growing epidemic affecting almost 30 million Americans. In fact, in Washington, D.C., more than 1 in 12 adults have been diagnosed with diabetes. So we're committed to improving the health of all of our communities.
We're raising awareness of the risks of developing type 2 diabetes complications and giving you and people like Todd tools to live a healthier lifestyle.
Football is big in my family, and as it turns out, so is diabetes. So I decided to take charge. With my doctor, I found a treatment plan that helps me reach my goals. Eating better and being active also helps me stay on track. The right tools can make healthy living easier.
So if you have type 2 diabetes and struggle to manage your blood sugar, take action. Talk to your doctor about treatment options that can help.
Together, we can take control.
Visit diabetes.org/teamup to learn more.
Please welcome to FedExField the presenting sponsors of today's Tackle Diabetes game. Naman Shah from Janssen Pharmaceuticals Incorporated and their advocate Todd, along with Cindy Halberlin with the American Diabetes Association. They're here to remind us to take control and stop diabetes.